Hey there, geometry. Today we're going to start chapter 3, and chapter 3 is all about reflections. Okay? Get ready.
Okay. So reflection, it just means that you have a line of symmetry, and if you have a point on one side of that line, then a reflection is going to be going perpendicular to the line and the same distance to the other side. So if this was A, most of the time we call this A prime. That's the reflection of A across there. Okay? Again, in a perpendicular line, or perpendicular to this line, and same distance, equidistant here and there. You can reflect about a line like that, or if we wanted to talk about a coordinate plane, you could reflect something, let's say you're over 2 and up 3, and you want to reflect something across the y-axis. Well, think what it's going to be. It's going to be -2 and up 3. So the general rule is if you're reflecting across the y-axis, you have an x and a y. The reflection is going to be the opposite of x and the same y. Okay? If you think about it, I think that makes sense. If you were reflecting about the x-axis, and let's say you went over 2 and up 1, okay? You're going to go down 1 and over 2. So you had an x and a y. If you're reflecting about the x-axis, you're going to have the same x, but the opposite of y. And again, I think that makes sense. If your figure got more complicated, you had something like this, and we were reflecting about the x-axis, you're just going to do that with every point, and you'll get the same figure. What's it going to look like? Something like this. Okay, down there. The only other thing they give you that would make it a little more complicated, if they didn't go right about the x-axis, or they didn't go directly around the y-axis, is that sometimes they have it reflect around the line y equals x. Let's say that you went over 3 and up 1. And you want to reflect that around this line here. Well, it's going to be, okay, so we went over 3 and up 1. You are just going to simply switch those. So the reflection is going to be 1, 3. Whatever you had for the y is going to be the x. Whatever you had for the x is going to be the y. And so if we go over 1, up 3, that is going to be the reflection across that line. I think that's all there is for section 1. It should be pretty self-explanatory. I'm out.